I did a video recently discussing the subject of hell and the mercy of God. But there's a totally different angle when approaching this topic, and also very important and frequently missed in these kinds of discussions. Let me explain this by way of illustration. Imagine that we are walking down a path and we come to a fork in the road. At that fork, we see two signs. One says, "This way to hell, eternal divine punishment and separation from God." The other sign says, "This way to heaven, eternal glory and fullness of life with God." Which way do you think we would choose to go? Right? Like anyone in their right mind would go straight to heaven without a second thought. But it's not that simple. What if you're standing at the fork in the road and God is there? And when you look at God, you see for the first time the intense, infinite glory and light of His holiness and His majesty. And at the same time, our eyes are opened to see clearly the extreme darkness and depravity and wretchedness of sin which we have committed against this holy God. Such an experience would probably be comparable to the prophet Isaiah when he saw the glory of God. Isaiah was a pretty good guy, but when he saw God, he cried out, "Woe is me! I am ruined, for I am a man of unclean lips, and I live among a people of unclean lips, and my eyes have seen the King." If this same experience happened to us, and we had no sense of God's mercy and grace through Jesus, this would well up so much grief and guilt and shame inside of us. In that place, I struggle to think that God would need to send people to hell. I think we would escort ourselves. If the biblical account of hell is true, then I see no reason why we would consider this without also considering the biblical account of sin and the holiness of God. It all goes together. And so today we find ourselves asking, why would a good God send people to hell? That's a fair question. But in the New Testament, that is not the question the authors are asking. Rather, they ask, why would a holy God allow someone like me into heaven? The answer to that is much easier to find. It is the cross of Jesus Christ. In fact, we might even call that God's response to the problem of hell. If you'd like to see my original video on the topic of hell, it's right here. If you'd like to see a related video on the judgment of God, right down here. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.